What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. You guys can see here we have two of probably the best options for an Android smartwatch. Obviously they're both running WearOS at this point, but depending on the style and what you're really going for, there's quite a bit of a difference. I do think, however, a lot of people are going to be looking at both of these devices for their next smartwatch. Again, depending on what ecosystem they're in and all that, but there's substantial differences. Obviously, this is the Pro. There's a traditional Galaxy Watch 5 in comparison to the Pixel Watch, but this is what we have in-house. I want to go ahead and give you an idea of what these two look like side by side. If you're a power user, get a lot of notifications. Let's go ahead. This is not going to be too technical in nature. This is going to be more of a basically design standpoint, look standpoint. We'll talk about a couple of the specs, but let's go ahead and take a look at these side by side. So as you can see, quite different design language between these two devices. You have your digital crown on the side of the Pixel Watch, and you have your two buttons on the side of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. You have a larger display on the Galaxy Watch 5. You are getting a 1.4 inch display here as opposed to a 1.2, and it's significant. It looks quite a bit different. It almost looks like you can put the Pixel Watch right into it and still have room to spare, not even including the difference in the bezel sizes. So just something to consider. If you like a bigger watch, obviously you're going to want to go for something like this. You are running totally different chipsets as well. You have a Samsung Exynos 9110 in the Pixel Watch, and then in the Watch 5 Pro, you are going to be running a dual-core Exynos W920. A lot newer of a chip, much more fluid, you'd imagine, but we have to see exactly how well this will hold up. Not just over time when it ages, but in day-to-day tasks as well. Aside from that, you're getting stainless steel, titanium on the Pixel Watch, or excuse me, on the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. You do get 2 gigs of RAM with 32 gigs of storage on the Pixel Watch, whereas on the actual Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, you are getting 1.5 gigs with 16 gigs of storage. So again, a little bit of a difference there, just depends on what you want. One call out which really blows my mind that they did not implement here is that inertia scrolling. So if you're scrolling through, it doesn't automatically go. You literally have to twist the whole way. It doesn't bounce somewhat like an Apple Watch would do or something like that. It does make scrolling a little more difficult unless you use your finger like that. Aside from that, you are getting a couple of different sensors, obviously, in the Galaxy Watch 5, but the bigger deal is the battery life. So this is, and I've said this before in other videos, this baby right here is the battery life champ for Android wearables. This baby right here has a 590 milliamp hour battery, which gives you a good 2 days of solid use. The Pixel Watch claims up to 24 hours of use, but it only has a 294 milliamp hour battery. That by no means is very good. You can actually see it's glitching out right now on us not wanting to get out of the menu screen and go back to the watch face. Gotta love seeing that. But needless to say, these are much more polished devices right now. Whether you're in the Samsung ecosystem or just in the Android ecosystem, this will work for any of those devices. Pixel Watch is obviously the better bread and butter. If you guys love smooth, clean Android, gotta keep that in mind. But price point is another differentiating factor between these two specifically. You are looking at spending $350 or $399 if you get the LTE version of the Pixel Watch. And with the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, you're spending $450 or $499, just depending on which verdict you're going with. So as you can see here, we do have obviously Google Assistant active. You can now even add that on the Galaxy Watch 5 series, so can't even use that as a differentiating factor anymore. I would basically say if you are in love with Fitbit, if you have a Fitbit account and like the way the health tracking is, you're obviously going to want to go with this over the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. If you are really invested in the Google ecosystem, I think this is going to be your best bet as well. And if you really want to save some money, it's a $100 difference. I think this is the more elegant dress-up style watch for $100 cheaper, that's all a good reason to get the Pixel Watch. If you love Samsung or you want a watch that'll last longer, you gotta go with the Pixel Watch currently, or excuse me, the Galaxy Watch 5 currently, especially the Ultra or the Pro. If you do more heavier workouts or don't want to risk damaging the screen, there's no bezel protector here. This is going to be your better offer. It depends on what you're going to use the watch for at all. So that's my personal opinion. I think you can't go wrong with either. Again, definitely not going to touch battery life between these two with the Pixel Watch. This is going to blow it out of the water. You have a lot more band options as well from third parties, just because this is your traditional clasp style. You can just use your quick release and switch them out. We've done a video on that as well, whereas this new proprietary adjustment for bands is going to take a while to get used to. So I don't know, I'm not sold yet on the Pixel Watch. I think that, let me go ahead and restart this baby to get it back up. I think they could have done a lot better with the bezel design. I think they could have definitely trimmed it down a little bit. I believe that the design is the right way to go. Round is definitely the best watch face design you can get. A watch is meant to be round. The power or the extra button up here definitely could be in a better location. It is somewhat hard to press, whereas you have much more easily pronounced buttons on the side here to trigger. But again, these are just my opinions, guys. If you are looking at picking one up, obviously the best deal right now is if you buy a Pixel, you can get $200 off a Pixel Watch or $200 of credit anyways. Samsung always runs promotions anyways. You can probably find this for about the same price at some time of the year, but for now, in its current state, buying them straight up, this is going to be your least expensive option. Let me know in the comments down below, are you going to pick up one of these? Which design do you like better? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.